Okay, good morning. We're live. How you doing, Matt? Good morning to you and everybody else. If you're in the chat this morning, please feel free to drop a line, say hi, say good morning. It's great to have you here. I want to thank a bunch of people that have ordered something in the last day or so, last 24 hours. And we're about to look at everything that you've ordered that's not made to order or like a pre-order for the shell belts. So thanks are in order for Christopher, Walter, Joseph, Diego, Thomas, Cheyenne, Gordon, Matthew, Robert, Alyssa, Jacob, Jeannie, Ruby, Elias, Christopher, Danny, Chris, Lucas, Matt, Michiro, Forrest, Benjamin, Walton, Salvador, Michael, Eugene, Corey, Patrick, and Eric. Thank you guys so much. And we're on a little bit of a timeline today. I got to get our Blue Cypress event in order. I still need to make a video for that. And I'm having an issue with the camera in the mount here. So we'll get that going. But let's look at some of the stuff that we're prepping out. What's up, Quan? And if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. And after we go through everything here, we can, I'll spend a couple minutes answering questions, but we're going to make it a little abbreviated today. So here's a look at some of the stuff that we'll look at. A bunch of wallets, a belt, and actually I took off my belt from my pants. This is, we're just trying to figure out how long I've been wearing this. Probably about 6 months I've been wearing this Color 4 shell belt, and I haven't polished it at all, so we'll take a little look at that too. And spin this around. It's hanging out. I can't see the chat right now. So, oh, this thing is super loose on here. All right. Oh my. Excuse the weird camera stuff going on right now. All right, let's go. Do you like the Anchorman quote I had in the title here? Okay. How's that? All right, let's take a look at some stuff. XL valet tray. This is a huge piece of black chrome XL. It's mill-dyed black. It seems like every day somebody's picking up one of these, so I've talked about it a lot over the last few days. But that black chrome XL, super nice. Pretty tough to get, mill-dyed black. This is tilted and angled. Crooked. Oh god. My favorite wallet that we're doing, seems like these are also going on every day. English Tan Dublin Bugs Moran. This one actually has a little bit of the measuring machine stamp sort of peeking out through the inside underneath the card holder there. We've got a nice lightly stained edge on these, which I think gives it a really refined and cleaned up look. So full English Tan Dublin. Actually, let's pull out all the English Tan Dublin. I think we only have one Capone left in English Tan Dublin, 2 going out today. You'll notice that these still have not had the edges finished on them, and I'll give you my demo. This one is finished. We do a light staining, a little bit of waxing and burnishing. You can see the difference in color and perhaps luster on the ones that we still need to finish today. So 2 Capones, I think those are, there might be one left in stock, it's pretty crazy. Another English Tan piece, I think this is the, oh there's one more. Another English Tan piece. These are our most popular wallet and color. Our best-selling item, English Tan Dublin John the Fox. It's just a traditional bifold, very clean, classic look, and a really great set of materials on it. I just love the doubling for this wallet, and especially the thinner doubling that we're choosing for the interiors of the wallet. Really give it the perfect thickness. I'm really happy with how our foxes are going. And then the last English Tan Dublin is our small zip wallet. And this is a really nice piece of Dublin also. You can see the threads still need to get cleaned up on this guy. We've got our nice Reverie zipper that's super smooth. I actually really enjoy just sliding this guy, which is why we chose the Reverie zippers. They just feel better. And then we have the black horsehide latigo on the interior of the small zip wallet. Love that guy. Okay, I mentioned Johnny the Fox. This is also turning out great, the brand new Cypress leather. Now this is the brown Cypress. Later today I'm going to be releasing the blue Cypress, which is called Royal Blue. Again, I still need to make the full video for YouTube on that one. And I wanted to go to the tannery to try to get some cool visuals of them making it, but it's not something that they really make. So I might have to show like the steps that they do, but not necessarily them actually tanning the leather. Might be kind of fun. So I'll hop over there after this, I think. So brown Cypress is really great too. It's a really tough and resilient leather. I love how mine is wearing in. Another Cypress piece, Bugs Moran this time. As you can see, we do that nice lightly stained edge on the bronze cypress also, which gives it that very clean look. Now here's something that we don't edge stain because I want you to see the contrast of color. This is our black Dublin with teal horsehide latigo John of the Fox, and you can see the cross section of that contrast of the two colors I think go really well together. More black Dublin. Here's the cleaner, simpler version of that without two tones. So we've got black Dublin with the black horsehide interior. We do a little black stained edge and then wax and burnish it like a really bright shiny luster on this piece. We do have some Capones in black Dublin back in stock also that just got finished up. I don't know if they're all up on the site yet, but here's one that we are going to prep out to ship today. What else is black? More black. Frank the Enforcer. This is the black shell cordovan. The big difference between the black shell and the black Dublin is that luster. So you can see on the black shell cordovan, it's like a mirror. It's super bright and shiny and will reflect basically everything. The Dublin has a nice luster also, but it's a little bit less mirror-like than the cordovan. It also has much more of an intense grain character, where the cordovan is just like ultra smooth. So here's another piece of that ultra smooth black shell. This is our 2-shot card case, which we don't make a lot of, but this has a larger section in the back here that will hold credit cards and one card holder in the front. That's why we call it the 2-shot. There's 2 credit card holders on that guy, which is dissimilar from the Frank the Enforcer here. And this has 2 card slots in the front, a larger one in the center. And the big difference between the Frank here and the 2-shot is the Frank will fit US dollars folded in half in the larger slot in the center. And there's also 1 card slot in the back. This piece of reverse color 8 is really cool. I picked this one because I like the die splatter on the back here. So speaking of color 8, there's 3 color 8 wallets that are going out. This is a Capone money clip. You can see on this guy we have that really nice stained edge that matches the color 8 shell cordovan perfectly. Love how clean that's looking. You can see the difference here. This is the edges on a Tony the Ant that have not been prepared at all. So they're sort of a natural color still. You can see we've already stained the bill slot. So this is what it will look like, contrasting with that natural color on the edge there. And the other third piece, this is color 8 shell cordovan on the Fat Herbie. I love this wallet. I love a huge piece of shell cordovan. And then we try to cut that 4-grain shell ink stamp right in the center. It looks great. Here's another Herbie with the ink stamp cut in the center. This is the wallet that put us on the map. Most people are looking for leather that's going to change in both color and luster. And you'll get the most, and that's called patina. You'll get the most dramatic patina on something like this natural shell cordovan here. And on the Fat Herbie, just that huge piece of leather gives you extra nice context for your patina. Couple smaller things. We got actually some of our, one of each of our leather care products going out today. So Venetian shoe cream. I use this on my Chrome XL boots. You can use it on a bunch of stuff. Pretty much anything you can use that. It's a really good, versatile polish. The Saphir cordovan cream. This is the product that we use on all our shell items before we send them. So I like this on cordovan, but you could use it on pretty much anything. And I like the neutral color, even for something like black. And then we've got Tanner's Blend conditioner that I like to use if my leather's looking dried out or chapped. And I particularly like to use this after I wash the leather with soap and water. It's like conditioning your hair after you wash your hair. Then we got a couple belts. I'll flip it around. Oop. Couple belts. Chrome XL. You can see how we do not cut them to size. So this will get measured out and cut. And then we would click out the holes and the tip of this belt actually that's our goal today. There we go. And the natural Chrome XL, this is, I'm not wearing them today. A lot of people have footwear in the natural Chrome XL. So our natural Chrome XL belts are a good match for that. And then last but not least, I took this belt off to show you. I literally took this off and didn't polish it. So I wanted to just show you how this shell cordovan wears in naturally. And again, this has been about 6 months of me wearing it, and I wear it pretty hard and don't really fuss with it. and it's looking really great. I love this worn-in look, and you can see on that natural veg on the liner, the horse butt strips, it's picking up some of the color from my denim, which is interesting. I don't know if I super love that, but you don't really see it. It did take a couple weeks to break in, like pretty stiff and firm, but not like overly so. But as I've worn it, the more I wear it, the more comfortable this belt gets, and I love it. So I'll flip it back around. I'll go take a look at the chat and see if you guys are talking about anything. And then I'll be on my way to get ready to launch some Royal Blue Cypress. Oh, I see you guys chatting it up. If you got any questions, I'll be here for a couple more minutes, so please feel free to drop a question. Okay. I gotta work on this little tripod before the next stream. Oh, this is the last one of the week, isn't it? It's Friday, right? What day is it? Yeah, it's Friday. Oh my God. Okay, we got the chat. Quan is here. Good to see you, Quan. Jaren's here. Beautiful work. Thanks for sharing. Al Green, love your music. Beefet, good morning. Miles P. What's the return time on a long wallet? I was thinking of grabbing one for my father. If we had to make any item to order, depending on if I have the leather or not, we're probably looking at like 4 to 6 weeks to have something made to order. And the best thing to do would just be to send my brother Matt an email and ask him how long it would take to pick a leather. I want a raw, natural, long wallet with red stitching, and I want it personalized with his name. And Matt at info@ashlandleather.com, he'll just give you a time quote. And we're hitting dates. In fact, sometimes we're early. I don't think we're really that late ever, which is good. Matt would love to hear. Matt says, I would love to hear your relationship to Horween Told. I know you work there, but as you mentioned, you can still walk in and out. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd go there with permission. It's not like I have full access to anything I want there. But they're my friends, and I'm also their customer and ex-employee. So for example, when I was making the video about the shell belt, I sent Skip Horween a text and said, hey, can I borrow your great-grandfather's razor strop? Or grandfather's razor strop? And he said, sure. And I just went over there and picked it up. But I grew up with Nick Horween. We were friends. We were actually talking about it yesterday because he came across some of his CDs from when we were kids. Remember CDs? And we were looking at the dates on some of them. I was like, oh, I remember listening to that with you. So we've probably been since like 1996. Nick and I have been hanging out. And then I ended up working for them, I think it was 2006. So 10 years later. That's my relationship with Horween, and I worked there for a bunch of years too. Evan says, is there a way for you to show us some patina on the reverse black shell? I don't have any, I can't think of anything in mind, but you know what you might want to do, Evan? If you're not on the Facebook group called Ashland Leather Patina Masters, you might want to peek in there. And there's probably somebody that's already posted a reverse black wallet with some patina. But you can also just say, hey, who has a reverse black? I want to see what it looks like. And people have been really cool just dropping photos of stuff in there. So I highly recommend the Facebook group. Matt says, regarding leather care, do you have any experience with Obernoff's heavy duty LP, particularly on Cordovan? Actually, I don't do a lot of different care products. That is one I've actually used, but I didn't use it on Cordovan. I used it on Chrome Excel, and I did not like it. It started to get like really sticky and looked very flat to me. So I didn't like it, but that was, man, that must have been like 12 years ago. This is a long time. So I don't know, maybe things have changed or maybe my tastes have changed. I remember not enjoying it and just never did it again. Alan says, not sure if you discussed in the past, but any preference on raw or lacquered brass for things like belts? I haven't really done too much of that. I haven't gotten into too much metal finishing. We tend to gravitate more towards like an antique brass, like you see on here. But like raw brass I've seen looks really nice too. I'd be into that. Matt says CDs are like small shiny LPs. Yeah, my pleasure. Clement, any marbled color 8 on the way? We have, do have some marbled color 8 shells that are still intact, meaning that it's just the leather at this point. So if you're interested in something marbled color 8, you can do like a made to order with my brother Matt. And again, his email is info@ashlandleather.com. So you just say, hey, I want a marbled color 8 Fat Herbie. Can I please order one? And he'd say, yes, it'll be 4 weeks. And then he'd set you up with an order. And then your second question might be, well, like, I want to see what it looks like because all that marble color 8's different. So we stopped sharing photos of the marbled stuff and the inverted stuff ahead of time because each piece is different. And even if I sent you a photo of the shell, I might not be able to cut every part of that leather into your wallet. So to avoid some dissonance, we've just stopped offering photos of things like that. But what I would say is just ask Matt to send you a photo of the wallet before we ship it to you. And then you can say, oh, I want that. Because odds are it's going to be nice because we're not going to try to make something that's boring and stupid. And if you don't want it, we'll just make you another one, or we can just refund your order. So there's really not, I think that's the most fair and best way. All right, I gotta go make some footage here, but look forward to the royal blue cypress later today. I'm really excited about this one. I know a lot of people have been waiting for the royal blue. I've been also, it's been only a month or so, but I've been wear testing it and I'm really liking the cypress, and especially on this blue color. This is one of the first, I've been doing wallets for a while. This might be the first wallet that I get compliments on maybe 25% of the time that I take it out and it's a stranger. Like, whoa, what is that? That color is really nice, or that leather looks really cool. It's one of the first time that's ever happened, and I've worn some crazy shell wallets before that nobody seems to recognize or care about. But this blue, there's something about this that is really striking to people. So I'm really excited to put this one up later today. I'll be back on, let me just double check my calendar here, but I think I'll be back on Monday. And we'll do some more chatting. Alberto, I think you were saying this might be your first Ashland wallet. Exactly this one, I think you might have been. Somebody was trying to get a blue Herbie in the chat. I'm really excited for you to have it. I love mine. I love it. Oh, awesome, man. Well, it should be, if I had to put like a time on this, I'll probably have the product page up on the website this afternoon, like early-ish afternoon. And then the video might not come out until later this evening. Because like I said, it's like 10 o'clock and I haven't even started filming it. So we'll see how well I can do on producing a video quickly. All right, have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for being here today. I really appreciate everybody that I mentioned at the top for supporting us, and everybody that, like Berto, who will support us in the future. I really appreciate you, man. Next private stock will be in March, LA. We're trying to do one a month. All right, see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Take care.